control. Inferno as the first game, with Fantic starting on the CT side, 100Thieves on the T side. Jason, how are you feeling this morning?
Oh, I'm so hyped for this. This is going to be fantastic. Right off the bat as well, Fantic, keep an eye on it throughout this game. The utility usage, we talk about it on Inferno. They do a stellar job of utilizing their nades. Nearly 20 average damage higher than the next team in terms of their nades and utility. That's a thing of beauty. And Berlin, I love this aggression. Oh, and he's missed his chance. Gratisfaction's going to force him back. So a stalemate in the initial battle.
Yeah, but didn't take any damage for it, and even showing himself means they have to be a bit more careful. They probably have to slow it down a bit. Gratisfaction now just clearing that part of the apartments, and Lies is also shoulder peeking it. Yeah, they want to do this together, and for good reason. Golden kind of alone at B, but he's got Flusher, near enough by that he could swing in either direction. So Fantic trying to play half and half at the moment. Mostly A, but a little bit B as well. Rolling close with the C-set, 75. Oh, he's going to try and go early, and that's their cue to go. They want to rush it down. Crims immediately shut down. Jacob with a nice kill, and they overwhelm that bomb site. Flusher trying to get in there to help out, and he had nothing to say in that particular round. So now it's Golden. I mean, save what you have. There's no doubt about it.
No, that was powerful. You felt each one of those kills as they came in. That is a nice statement victory in the pistol round for 100Thieves, and it's not like they found like an easy bomb site to take. They had to battle the whole stretch.
Well, here's something that's always nice and helpful, because you always think about, when do we go? What's the cue to go? I mean, sometimes if you wait like that, if you're close enough, you just count, a certain amount of seconds, and then you hit it off. But when you get peaked like that and you get the kill, there's no doubt. Everyone is in. So, yeah, it kind of fell apart like that. I don't mind that Brolin was trying to go with that C-set 75. Again, I think we've very often... I think in almost any scenario, if you're the guy taking the initiative, that's going to work in your favor.
Well, and it's also, I mean, you can understand the initiative as well from the sense of just wanting to get the information of what's coming. We see so frequently on Inferno, especially in pistol rounds that can be played so passively, it's just too late to rotate into position. So, fair play, nice attempt all around, 0-1.
Don't know if it would have made a difference at all, but it was one of the rare times where we didn't see the 4-1 stack.
Yeah.
Not sure if Flusher would have been there if that actually had made any difference. Just want to point it out.
I don't think it would have entirely mattered. They hit those shots so quick and so convincingly. Second round bye from Fantic. Scout is going to be on JW, swinging out wide towards mid, but no one is going to give him a chance on 100Thieves. He'll have to go take it. Missed shot, and now he's running out of time because Jacob's going to start peeking up from the pit. You could see it there. Banana control for 100Thieves, mid control for 100Thieves, and Fantic are going to have to play the stall it out game with those smokes.
Yeah, but here's something that's funny. They actually have more smokes currently than 100Thieves do. So if it happens that the T side, let's say they use a smoke to take one side, like push back archway or something. If they end up going really slowly, they could themselves be in kind of a weird position. Fantic are a team that are very, very good. I mean, just look at how many smokes they're saving now. It's about to be close to a minute. That's impressive.
Fantic's a team that's not going to be scared to take a fight straight up. I mean, they relish in peeking into those fights and taking some of those duels. So they'll hold on to those smokes very, very long. One just goes out now. That's Brolin. Still towards the B bomb site, though, there's no pressure. So Flusha has his, Golden has his still. So if 100Thieves stalls out here and want to fall back, it might not be an option for him.
I don't know what it'll take, though. The problem is there are no more smokes on the A bomb site. So once those go away, 100Thieves go, ooh, that is an important kill. JKS going down, and now they're going to try and wrap around Arch, but the bombs are alone up in the apartments right now, and that is making me unbelievably nervous. If Brolin wins another fight up there, they actually probably don't have time to really fight for this any longer. Bumping into each other inside of the smoke, and JW, now they're bringing the bomb back at least. They're going to try and see if they can split through CT spawn into the B bomb site, and Flusher, he'll have heard the call already. They know that they're coming. He's hearing all the footsteps. 18 seconds. He's about to shoot them in the back. It's a crossfire. A lot of damage. The bomb goes down on the ground. Golden is gone, but and a shot from JW catches another one with that scout, and Jacob just clearing the corner once that bomb plant. Oh, it's not going to happen. Fantic stealing the round away. What an epic hunt through that CT spawn, and they take everything away from 100Thieves early on in the second round.
What a godlike shot from JW and the follow-up on the planter. And Fantic now 3 for 3, 100% when they lose the pistol round on the CT side. They have won the second round 3 times. That is ridiculous that they're able to pull this off. That's a tough shot. Flusha did the damage, but JW cleans it up, and yeah, he knows exactly where the plant is going down. Jacob, not a whole lot of time to consider his options, and yeah, that's definitely going to be frustrating. We mentioned it. Fantic able to stall them out there. Beautiful stuff.
Heads up play. You see how Flusha, as he's rotating back, he stops, he listens, he just waits for the optimal time I think it was Golden over in construction, so they had like the timing down between those two. Because if they don't get that timing, if one of them peeks and just gets headshot and the other one then peeks out, it's nothing like that.
Well, I wonder if Flusha was waiting as well or just aimed specifically for the bomb carrier. Either way, you don't always have the option to just pick a target out of the crowd, but he certainly dropped that bomb and just helped run the clock very low. JW with the nade combination takes a kill. Oh, and he gets returned upon. Aza. Deagle shot to the face, but there's still Golden to challenge on this side of middle.
Az has been playing some really great games lately. And again, we were excited to see that, but also at the same time felt like maybe he shouldn't actually be the one to lead much of this. Boost completely read there by Flusha. I think they can wake up really, really early to catch Flusha off guard in pretty much any game. AK will do it. A little bit of an early reload, but Golden is there to help him out. So pretty good teamwork. Couple of kills with the MP9. And Fantic secure the lead that they just got, or at least the advantage they got in that second round. So now the money for 100 Thieves, even the bomb plant wouldn't really help them out here. They're going to have to cool it down a little bit, slow it down.
Definitely. Save everything.
What do you think? I mean, you know, it's not that anyone has to stick to this, but you have to make like a top 3 of who has to be performing. Like the best possible scoreboard for 100 Thieves at the end of a match. What does it look like? Who's you know, first, second, third, just roughly?
JKS and Jacob, I think, are the two big ones. And
yeah.
I like seeing Aza back in there because I think his game could just be so influential. But as the in-game leader, you're not going to see it too frequently, especially on a T side. But, I mean, those are the 3 guys I would look to and say, you know, if anyone's likely to climb that scoreboard, it's going to be them.
Yeah.
But definitely JKS or Jacob has to have a very good game. JW applying a lot of pressure, and you know, he's up against unarmored Glocks. He's got that SMG, not going to be afraid.
Got that.
Some through the smoke as well.
Eco round thirst, doesn't he?
He does. He's the definition, I guess, of an Eco Cobra. If that, I don't even know if people still use that. Do the kids use that term these days?
I don't think the kids know what that means, but it's fine. We'll revive it. We'll try and see if we can bring it back. Call up Heaton and he'll tell you all about it. It's going to be one more round for Fantic. No surprise. That's what we were all expecting, given the economy situation now. 100 Thieves will be picking up the rifles, though. And let's see what kind of an impact they can have. They don't have very many kills between them. Just 6 kills across the board if you combine all of them there for 100 Thieves. That's as much as Golden has.
And 4 of them, I believe, were on the pistol round, correct?
Yes, 4 of them were on the pistol round. You're right. It's not necessarily that alarming.
No, it's not. It's still very early. This is the first big opportunity for them to grow that number. The Lils, Kriegs, AK-47s, it's the nades that they're missing most of all. One of the best teams we have in terms of flash assists and setting their teammates up. We saw that just the other day as well. Flashbang off the wall, going to force Golden back, but that's going to do some decent chip damage. The utility return from Fantic and pre-firing the corner. Golden's in some trouble, but they line up for him. They didn't even mean to do it. He's got a double kill. JW thought that was it. It's just an SMG on the ground, but 100 Thieves are set back.
Kind of a shame that JW ended up going down, because it does actually open up the round a bit for 100 Thieves, especially if they could sneak in a kill there, but not going to be able to. Crim's low on health, still wants to get flashed in, and Jacob, he just found the perfect timing to fire that. I'm pretty sure he was flashed. It doesn't even matter. Now it's a 3-on-3 with a health advantage actually going the way of 100 Thieves, and inside of the bomb site, it's Brolin alone with a MAC-10.
It's not going to make you feel good. It's not going to make you feel comfortable. And the only thing he can really do is get aggressive, get close. They're not going to expect this, but he can't win the fight. Smoked out, Flusha crossing his fingers, but this is a specialty of his. Not able to land the kill just yet. And oh man, they might have to give it up if he can't find anything. He's almost found JKS.
A solo on health. I can't believe they're still swinging for it. A 3rd kill for Golden, and they have to fall back. And I think it is just the health. That's the math they're looking at right here. Man, I'd be annoyed if I was Golden. You get those 2 kills out there, 3rd one to end the round, and it's not enough.
Yeah, well, JW is never expecting, after a double kill at that corner at the B bomb site, he's not expecting a 3rd person to be posted up for him to throw a nade. That was an easy one. And obviously, Crim's not also expecting the challenge towards Rap side at that point. Didn't have the information and shoulder peeks into a ton of damage.
Well, good turnaround for 100 Thieves, especially given the start. Nice to get around in like this, where you're 4 versus 3 or something like that, and you still end up winning it. I'm surprised at the beginning of this round, you see how the double setup was for Fantic over at B at top banana there?
Yeah.
That's such a common position to double nade. Now, maybe they could have guessed that 100 Thieves wouldn't have had all the grenades, like they thought the economy was a bit low, so it's less likely that there's going to be that double stack. But that happens so much that I was getting a bit worried in the beginning. Because having one person there with the AWP, you could say, well, if he eats a grenade, then, you know, tough luck. But two of them at the same time, if they double naded, that's a lot of casualties. And just a lost round, probably.
It's a lot of pain. 3-2, timeout called early by 100 Thieves.
I mean, yeah, you are going to want to use those timeouts probably before things start spiraling out of control. Fnatic do have this ridiculous energy underneath them when things start going well. Like there's a special kind of laugh and a smile that you see on JW and Flusher when things are going all right, and you know, like, oh man.
Yeah, when they're really feeling the game. It is a creepy version of a laugh and smile.
Exactly. You want to keep that off their faces at all costs, pretty much.
Oh, here's the AWP smoke to put out the flames. There's a nice flashbang over though, and JW, he's taking a good amount of damage between that flash peek and the utility. So he'll rotate back. Slow start for J-Dubs. Ooh, good return though. That nade is beautiful.
And they've taken a bit of damage, but
Jesus.
That one will have done it.
Listen, we mentioned Fnatic is going to be doing a lot of damage on this map with their utility. That's a good, you know, taste of what's to come.
Yeah, he stubbed his toe on a grenade.
Ooh, that's the worst.
The only thing worse
still
than Legos.
Still not as bad as like I was going to say. Oh.
Well, hopefully you don't have grenades lying around your apartment tonight that you can, you know, bump into. So luckily you don't have to worry about these things.
That's how I operate. I like to keep life spicy. Live grenades all over the place.
Jason Moses' whole obstacle course.
Here we go, Jacob. Control of top brackets.
Yeah, this is a classic Inferno. They've taken top mid, they've taken banana, and then they say, okay, before they realize that we're not at top mid anymore, let's go B and hope that there's not enough people there.
And that's the complete logic of Fnatic as well. They just did a flash peek, they smoked off mid, they went and took control, got the information. Yusuchi JW rotating over, he's going to get there quick. He has one flashbang he can use from afar to help out. Surely, yeah, Flush is going to get that one. Burning is the rest of 100 Thieves, and he's got two. The entries are denied.
He's expecting someone to be jumping up. Flusher through the smoke. If he actually landed that shot on Azza, who was trying to put the bomb down, it would have been miraculous. Now it's a 3 versus 4, and the bomb is only just down. Flusher and Crim's already in construction. This is an incredible boost up. He almost falls into the AWP. Satisfaction barely staying alive for just another second. JKS and Azza, can they hold this one alive and get back on even course here? JKS has got a good lineup with the AK-47. He sees just the top of the face, but Flusher will win that fight. A quad kill now, and he's going to get the ace early on in this quarterfinals. Flusher has come alive. That's what they needed. We said it on the desk before we got here. Yeah. 8-1 on him right now.
Yeah, and Flusher is an absolute... I mean, Fnatic in general just turns into a different team when Flusher is performing in that way. He is such a unique player, and that is a great start to shut down that B hit. 2 kills through the smoke, all the rest of the cleanups as we go on. He's got a complete game. That's a 4th round, and that's really, really rough for 100 Thieves. Just a standard. And the key to that is, we'll keep an eye on it with Fnatic. The key to that round isn't necessarily, you know, those kills, which are great, but it's the fact that they flash peeked and they got aggressive over at the A bomb save. They were proactive in finding out the information of what's going on the map. It gives your players, Flusher, he at that time, he had the knowledge, so he could drop the Molotov, he could be prepared for it.
Think about this for a minute from 100 Thieves' point of view. They win the pistol, then they lose, then they get a really cool round where they're, what, 5 versus 3? So then that's the way to springboard your way back in a game. Then they actually get the B bomb side, and somehow they get aced by Flusher. So this is kind of a rough start emotionally for 100 Thieves to get into the game. It's still early on, but again, you want to have a little bit of fortune going your way. Grenade will land, almost taking down Jacob there. Another one just might do it. Surely that's going to take someone. I can't believe that they're still living.
No, this is pretty mental. Molotov, that's a lot of utility just to get Liaz. He's alive as well. This is absolutely mental for Fnatic that they haven't been able to get a kill, but certainly they've made their lives much easier when the hit does come in. This is just going to be an annihilation.
Yeah, JW still has an HE, so we could get that final grenade in.
Oh,
there we go!
Yes!
One on top! Beautiful grenade! 3 for 1, and JKS. Oh, man. Not even worth calling the ambulance, is it?
It was set up so perfectly. This whole round was about that one grenade. Or actually, I should say the 5 grenades, the Molotovs, everything. JKS, a nice little headshot there. Traded off, but JW, there's that cheeky little smirk. It's starting to get there. It's a shadow of it.
Yeah, but even that is scary, right? I mean, that makes you nervous. I can't believe that he actually found it.
It almost feels bad that they did so much work to survive through all the Molotovs and all the grenades just to get taken out by that one. They're like, how many of these do we have to survive?
One more was the answer, but they couldn't. Okay, well, certainly off to an explosive start here in Intel Extreme Masters, the quarterfinals, 8th round now. Some rifles back in their hands, and that's JW besting Gratisfaction, puts him in the grave, and starts off 4-on-5.
I love seeing Oppers bold enough to take that. Holy hell, the double nade on Jacob as well. What a huge advantage Fnatic is setting themselves up with. JW gonna go for more, and he's got it. Liaz not expecting the off angle. The bomb is gonna be just burning. It's on fire. No one can recover it for the moment. And how aggressive does he want to remain? Remember, Boiler is smoked off, so he's safe for the moment.
3 versus 5, and realistically, well, theoretically, they should be playing this one a bit slowly now. Just fall back and stay defensive, but that is not their style, and it's one of the reasons why they're so cool to watch. Fnatic, when they're in this mood, you have to stop them right now if you're 100 Thieves. If this keeps going, it's only going to get worse. Actually trying to fight, even though you've just got 3 kills, and again, it could definitely cost them, but they're keeping up the pressure.
Yeah, I'm actually okay with it, but this does put some on Golden. And no, he didn't get the spot. He doesn't have the information. Now he hears the footsteps, going to hide behind sandbags. I don't think they'll expect it, but likely, you have to imagine they'll still clear it out. Surely, here come the smokes. They don't check it. Golden, he's going to get both kills. He finishes what JW started. That's a 6th round for Fnatic now. And in a map, Fnatic generally in this tournament have only won 30% of their opening fights. They're now up 9-2 in terms of opening kills. Or, excuse me, 7-1.
Still, that's quite amazing.
I was going to say, there haven't even been 11 rounds. Something's off.
Listen, it's fine. I'm glad you caught that.
Yeah, I figured it out quick.
I wasn't doing the math, I'll be honest.
Second time out for 100 Thieves.
This is a crazy way to get started. I really can't believe it. If Brolin had jumped, sorry, not Brolin, but if Golden had jumped and spotted them, you're right, he would have had the information and would have fallen back. The fact that he didn't means they also didn't spot him, and they're thinking, if he is playing Banana, he is doing the jumping. Since we didn't see him jumping, he's probably playing further back. I mean, they have to make some assumption, because if they wait, then more people are going to show up. So it kind of worked out both ways. Like, it was kind of a little bit rough on him not getting the spot, but then he heard them running, and they didn't see him.
Yeah, he had the information early enough. JW not able to recover or his teammates not able to recover the AWP, and he actually doesn't invest in one. I really enjoy watching Oppers willing to challenge mid in that fashion. I actually thought he was going to get punished. That smoke and boiler that he threw went deeper. It actually landed on one of the steps, so he was almost punished by it, but got the information just in time. And now with the M4 staying aggressive, and yeah, he spotted a lot. Molotov to keep some space, but 100 Thieves know it's coming.
They got some grenades to try and execute this with. It's worth it. Get a good flashbang off, maybe get a kill on someone here. JW behind the pillar, and he needing a little bit of backup, not going to get it. The M4, though, will be very hard to recover, I think, for the T side. Flusher trying his luck through the smoke. He nearly gets the one. Ran out of bullets towards the end. Crips, oh! He didn't care about the smoke. He actually swept the entire horizon with that AK-47 and was able to pick up 3 kills.
That's got to be just what it feels like playing against Fnatic at all times. Just someone getting kills through smoke, and you don't understand why.
Yeah, that's the Fnatic experience, isn't it? At least much of the time.
Good win for Golden inside that bomb site.
I think on top of that, though, the other part of the Fnatic experience, and again, we're selling it like it's, you know, something you might want to take part in. I don't think you actually do if you're on the receiving end.
No, but I think you want to take part in it if you're a viewer.
If you're a viewer, you loved it.
Yeah.
But think about this mentality that they have, right? Because we keep saying, oh, they got 1 or 2 kills early on, just fall back, play it safe, that's the playbook, you know, don't risk anything. And that's probably what 100 Thieves might be thinking half the time. Now, they're happy when they do get a chance to get back in the game, but I guarantee you, if you keep getting just pushed and they're so aggressive, that could be incredibly exhausting as well.
I mean, there's truth to that, because the whole time I was watching JW in the previous round, I was like, this is a stupid fight to be taking. This is an awful fight to be taking. And the same can be said about Flusha playing aggressive after JW went down, but then Crims is there to spray 3 through the smoke and recover nicely. Now, how aggressive does JW get? This is where you see what kind of a mood he's in. He's at the end of halls, and if he keeps pushing towards all mid, and he is, he's feeling frisky today.
This is some real old school AWP on Inferno style. I haven't seen this for a long time. More grenades out Banana and Roland. A little bit of a hiccup there. JW though coming back with just a USP and executing Jacob. He was so confident in that. So back in a 4-on-4.
Yeah, but this is the wrong information. Fnatic have the wrong read about this. You can see Flush has already rotated back. Again, it's only Golden at that B bomb site. Now they haven't started attacking it just yet. And actually, they backed down Banana. So that might be a benefit to Fnatic.
Yeah, and Golden has a smoke and a Molotov still, so he could buy some time. He's got a Krieg, and he's been playing an amazing game, so maybe they're all right with just having him alone, at least for the minute. They can maybe start to rotate Flusher a bit back. Crims.
This is actually a 6 setup. They boosted Crims up.
Yeah.
The AWP is going to play far back, JW peering deep in towards Halls so that Flusher can cheat over. So actually, this is pretty staunch, and Crims should have an easy time with only one player coming up mid.
Yeah, but if JW misses a shot, then Crims has to turn as well, and that's a problem. There's the missed shot. Crims, you could see he's worried about it. He knows eventually they're going to show up. How's the timing? He takes down one in nearly a second. And then finally through the middle, Azza, he's still waiting in the boiler room. 18 seconds on the clock, and the bomb will be planted this round here. 3-on-3, a little bit of a lack of health on the 100Thieves side. And JW, he knows, he's got some feeling. It's weird that no one came through middle. So he's still thinking about that. Crims will have called that out. They actually never saw anyone there. And Golden and Flusher on the other side looking for the retake. JW has a smoke and a flashbang, and they're going to have to try and set this one up. If they win this round, 100 Thieves are going to be very, very far behind. And JKS just standing up after the flashbang didn't touch him. The smoke, though, means he can't do much from the pit. And Gratisfaction, he hasn't seen anyone yet. They're right on top of him when the fight happens. Azza wins one, and JKS with the follow-up, and this should be the round. Flusher should have no chance to get this. The bomb is already so far ticked, and JKS doesn't even let him out of the smoke. Survives on 1 health. And 100 Thieves on a 3rd round. Didn't took a lot there.
Yeah, well, towards the end of that, you could see Flush's mindset shift. The goal was no longer to win the round because that was an impossibility, so he just wanted to take the AWP away from JKS, force them into a victory where they lose everything. The money's just fine for Fnatic. They have so much cash that they can buy up again into this. That is a nice round from 100 Thieves. A little bit of a back and forth, but you're exactly right. That mismanagement, the fact that no one comes up mid, really throws everyone off. It was a well-played round from Azza after the plant as well.
Yeah, it's very cool. He's at the insurance policy,
yeah,
right?
He's just maintaining his presence so that nobody can flank.
Because I almost guarantee you, if Crims gets that 2nd kill, Azza's there to shoot him in the side of the head immediately. But since they handle things just fine, he just stays there for a long time, and JW can find him and ended up going down.
And out of a victory, 100 Thieves set back in a big way. Mac 10 on Azza, Galil on Jacob, Light on nades. 3 players into Banana, and actually already aggressively peeking up mid. So bracket control pretty early on for 100 Thieves, which is nice. Having some kind of a presence there, forcing Fnatic to respect it. But they're going to try and fall back and execute onto this B bomb site before Fnatic realize what's coming, before anyone can clear and check mid. Which is happening right now.
Flush is just walking through the smoke. I mean, he's got Golden there in the crossfire, but still might be risky. I'm guessing they're going to be re-smoking this. If they do it, again, I don't think Flush is going to wait. I think he'll just flash his way through and do whatever it is he does. They actually go beforehand. That's an amazing opening from JKS. That is so worth it. Now they're going to re-smoke it, and Golden, he's going to have to get more than that 1 kill, and he nearly does. And JW, that's the problem, though. Couldn't really help out because of that secondary smoke. So now it's a 3-on-3, and the bomb, oh, nearly not getting planted. That was about to be a disaster.
Yeah, they had to plant in the open because I think the Molotov was stretching in towards Coffin, so they didn't want to plant inside the flames. Obviously, JW so aggressive over the top of the smoke. He comes right through it before they expect. That's a quick retake that 100 Thieves was not ready for. Man, and it's so cool. Watch, next time that we see 100 Thieves take brackets and fall back, watch the sequence from Fnatic because they throw their own smoke in towards top mid and towards that choke point on the ramp. They throw 2 Molotovs and plenty of the flashes. They grab the timing of the alt mid smoke, or the wrap side mid smoke.
Yes.
And as soon as that starts fading, they execute with their own utility to make sure they have the information. If people are there, you're caught in a whole hell of a lot of fire and flashbangs.
Yeah, there was some of the little details that we end up talking about on Inferno when teams do it right, and so many teams don't. So it's interesting to see that. Don't stand up. That AWP, he heard that shot. He felt that shot, didn't he, Gratisfaction?
I felt the wind.
Again, Golden and Flusher in that double grenade position. Now they're moving forward, which may be fine enough. Shooting a little bit through that smoke. I do appreciate JKS going forward to take that first fight. That's some next level play. And that's the kind of play that almost always will win you the round, actually. So.
Well, 100 Thieves are going to have to go back to basics. Ooh, that's a leg shot. That's a really nice leg shot by JW. Jacob just seemingly stopped. And they've done such a good job of getting early damage. They haven't always gotten the early kills, Fantic, but they do a very nice job of just chipping away at some of the HP.
Yeah.
Jacob's going to be frustrated that he's forced to play pretty passive.
Shot splintered his shins, didn't it? It was just...
Listen, for a team that has one of the best rates of flash assists that we have in the tournament, 100 Thieves is having a really, really tough time. They only have 4 assists overall in this game. Struggling with the opening, struggling with taking early damage, not having assists.
Look at Golden, though. This time he has no grenades to hold on, so they have to bring Flusher back. Previously, when he had the smoke and the HE, and the Molotov, he was happy to just sit and wait. JKS inside of one of those smokes up in the apartments, and 24 seconds, and the bomb is still outside of second mid. Oh no.
They're going to go back.
Yeah, but they have to go. There's no slowing this down. If they run into any speed bumps along the way now, they're not going to have time for it at all. Improvised smoke setup immediately. JW, more than just a speed bump here, taking down Jacob. 9 seconds left, and they try and cross the bomb now inside of the bomb site. 4 seconds, they find another kill. Can they get it? No, I don't think they had it in time. They don't win it. Fantic instead with 9 on the board.
It's not just the kill. It's also the unfortunate nature of the bomb rolling away from the rest of the team. They had to go chase that down, so nothing complying with what 100 Thieves wants at the moment. 9-3. This is just nice. JW with the first, and all they have to do, Crims, this is the only fight he has to win because the time is just an opponent.
Yeah, look. Oh, it does.
Yeah, it rolls so far.
They need to come up with like a little upgrade you can buy to like wrap it in rubber or something. Just
have a magnet?
Yeah. The magnet. Just don't let it get away. The worst is obviously on Catwalk Dust 2 if it falls in the CT spawn.
I don't even, sometimes we get critical of teams who like run the clock down that far before initiating the attack. I actually don't even mind the call from 100 Thieves to be so much. Oh, that is a quick timing on the Halls play, and JKS wanted the fight. Now he's going to back off. He's got what he wanted. Brolin was having a tough game. 1-7.
He actually stuck around for that fight, JKS. We introed him as one of the players that probably has to really step it up. I love seeing aggressive and confident JKS. Another headshot to ring in there with the AK-47. They need him. He's top of the scoreboard right now for his team, 11-9. Yeah, has to be, I think, that tip of the spear. And it's for plays like that.
Well, the question now, Fantic, look at the money. $300 on JW, who's dead. $0 on Brolin, who's dead. $500 on Golden. This is going to be a very harsh reset. So do they want to do the gamble stack towards the B bomb site? Do they want to just bail out of A, let 100 Thieves have it? I think they're trying to do it right now. Yeah, Flusha doesn't want anything to do with this fight. He knows they're coming.
Yep.
He's already gone. So this is about all you can do if you're Fantic when you have no money in the bank. So 100 Thieves will get up to 4 rounds. And still, as sketchy as it looks at the moment, 100 Thieves have a chance to still salvage this half.
Absolutely. And the fact that Fantic even have to escape and don't have the money to throw away rifles in itself is evidence that they've been doing a lot of things right. They just, they've run into some trouble along the way, and that's definitely cost them. Just think about, winning that pistol round, then winning that 5 versus 3, and then still getting shot down. That ace from Flusher actually turned a lot in that early part of the half here.
Yeah, that ace from Flusher was wild. He's at 13-5, Golden's at 14-4, JW at 14-9. That's a well-performing trio of Fantic players. Flusher's got 138 ADR.
He is just a game day player, isn't he? So
like,
outrageous.
no matter how sketchy or how weak of a group stage he has, you put him on a stage.
It's so outrageous. I remember these are some of the troubles that they've had. In the past, I seem to remember, just in terms of, how much prep work do you want to do? How much do you want to? And they I think famously they had one of those interviews where they sort of said, we don't like to, practice so much. We're trying to, keep it on the down low. Yeah, that almost plays into like this ridiculous style that they have of say, yeah, we'll just show up on the day and it'll be all right.
Well, I think it was like Crims who hadn't played the game in like 2 weeks and showed up to an event and got the MVP.
Yeah.
This is rolling back the years, it's like 2014, 2015 or something like that. But they do have like this weird relationship with
and I just want to say we're not condoning this in any way.
You should definitely play the game.
You should,
you should practice. You should enjoy practice.
Hard work beats talent, all those things. But there's
always people who can break the rules.
There's a kind of charm to it They have their own charm Fnatic in this particular area. Which,
well, it's only a charm because they won so many trophies.
yeah.
Like if those are the interviews you're giving, if those are the things you're saying and the stories that we're hearing, and you're getting banged out of every tournament, there's nothing charming about that.
No, that is absolutely true. Well, 9-4, moving into round number 14 soon. And the fact that they've brought the economy this low, if they get up to 6 rounds, 100 Thieves, the game is absolutely on. And even 5 rounds is completely doable.
Remember, this Inferno is their pick into this series, which was a head-scratcher for the desk, which was, you know...
They went wild, didn't they, on the desk? They weren't expecting it.
I like that. I like seeing our analysts sometimes get stumped with the map vetoes, because they do a very good job at understanding what's coming and what teams are going to like to play, and they obviously put some work into that. So when they get stumped, it's like, cool, let's go.
And then, I mean, it becomes the springboard for so much discussion afterwards, because will it work out or will it not? You're certainly getting a very clear taste of why they were, you know, potentially a little bit shocked, because Fnatic, the style that they brought. Think about some of these rounds that they've almost thrown away Fnatic, where they actually do have the early lead. If they win, you know, all of those rounds too, maybe 100 Thieves don't even have the 4 rounds. So there's, yeah, the aggression that's coming out now from the CT side. It's hard to play anywhere. There are other teams, right, where if you know, once you take, let's say, second mid and banana, you're just going to be allowed to keep them for pretty much most of the game, because the CTs, they'll wait around and try and fight you at that point. Fnatic just aren't that team. They'll put you to the test, and they'll come looking for you. JW will come looking for you alone with an AWP and no backup.
We've seen it. We've seen it already in this game. So extended pause here as some issues get worked on. 5-round lead for Fnatic, 2 left in this opening half.
Yeah. The thing that makes me excited right now is seeing JKS. Not just, you know, the number is one thing.
He got to the end of the hole so quick. He wanted that fight. That's the exact fight that he was looking for that time.
He wanted the fight, but you can get there with the mentality that says, okay, maybe I could catch someone off guard. You know, they're not expecting it, and then I just get a shot. He got spotted, and he said,
I'm going to win this fight no matter what.
So what? Yeah. And I think that's the kind of mentality you need to match the, you know, madness of Fnatic some of the time. And it's so hard to do. That's the kind of mentality in some ways you can't really fake it. Like you actually, I think they all know, yeah, you'd play better if you could psych yourself up to that level of, you know, aggressiveness and confidence, but it's very hard to fake that. You either have it on that given day or you don't. And I mean, hopefully through preparation, all the rest of it, that's why they're feeling pretty good. But I just want to see JKS continue that.
It can also be a very fragile thing at times. I mean, it's something that can be ripped out of your hands when you get aced by Flush, or when you eat, you know, 5 nades through a smoke, or when you get sprayed down by Crims through a smoke. And all these things can just prey on your mind. So, yeah, hopefully that continues. See some smiles on the face. Although I think Gratisfaction, I don't think he can do anything but smile.
No, he's a very positive guy, isn't he?
You got a mustache like that, you might as well smile. Make it look good. All right. Extended timeout is over. We're back in freeze time, coming to an end. 9-4 in the favor of Fnatic. This is the first quarterfinal of the Intel Extreme Masters Katowice World Championships. And we'll see if Fnatic can close this half strong, or if 100 Thieves are going to claw themselves into a tiny comeback to make this very, very close affair at halftime.
Tiny but significant comeback. Distinct lack of grenades on the Fnatic side. That will be interesting to see if that's going to have an effect, especially during the later stages of this round, because you could definitely be lacking some of those smokes. Flush up. Flashed in by a teammate. There is a little bit of a return. Oh, Golden is there to catch Lias in Gratisfaction. He wanted to try and follow that up, but he is immediately done. And that's a strong opening. And again, now you would normally say, go back, play it safe, 5 versus 3. You could do whatever you want, and it'll probably work out.
Yeah, well, Golden is 3-0 in opening duels. That one was just through the smoke. It's not even a duel, it's just an opening kill. Brolin's had a tough time, and he might have to go up against JKS. Again, where he had success last time with 2 kills, JKS wants to go for more. That smoke is going to be frustrating. If this is just so heartbreaking for 100 Thieves. You imagine they feel it as a team. A round that they have Fnatic so close to running out of money. Good Molotov also needs that kill, but Golden peeks from far back.
Part of me, ooh, JKS to the smoke. He's down as well. I was going to say it would be cool if he just used it to stand on the edge, JKS, and just try to shoot someone as it fades, but they had the same idea apparently. I mean, just shooting through the smoke as it faded. 10-4 now. Strong opening. Okay. Again, what a constricting round for 100 Thieves, right? You don't even get to set up what you wanted. You don't even get a chance.
No, you lose 2 players immediately. And that's the round that could have brought them right back. That could have taken all the money, all the weapons, and all the nades away from Fnatic. And this round would have been immeasurably easier.
They're doing all of this, and Brolin is still on 2 kills, which and not even necessarily his fault, but...
No, he hasn't had a whole lot of action. So whatever. Oh, I like this. Here we go. JW feeling bold, feeling aggressive, but the deep Molotov, the smoke on top of it should give away the game. And yeah, you could see everyone from 100 Thieves. Liaz is backed all the way off. They're looking for underpass. They know somebody is likely pushed.
Yeah, they definitely know, and they know that someone might be covering him from this angle. Crim's shoulder peek to confirm it. And that smoke, again, JW is now completely alone. He's got no backup. Brolin goes down, trying to see if he could play inside of that boiler.
JW is almost in an impossible situation, and it's going to sound crazy, I guess, but he might just have to get more aggressive than he already is. He might have to start pushing down T-ramp or in towards underpass, but with the teammate going down at the A bomb site, he's in... I can't believe they still haven't cleared him. There's a minute left. This is a long time for JW to just be sat at the base of mid.
It truly is. Have they? No, they've not forgotten. They're still checking for it. 50 seconds. Now they're running up, and they have forgotten. He's shooting them in the back. Oh, no! Gratisfaction and Azza going down, and Flusher flying off the balcony, nearly taking down Lias as well.
Oh, no. Look at this play from Crims. Into the smoke, into the halls. This is the last place they'll expect, and Crims just has to tell his teammates, nobody die. He's already won the round. As long as his teammates don't fall in some kind of an ill-advised fight, Crims is going to win this for him.
Yeah, you can never guess this coming. Lias jumping down right through the flames. He just wants to get that bomb down, maybe try and get some sort of a miracle. Molotov actually doesn't land
he
anyway.
Might have waited too long now.
I don't know. Yeah, they're sneaking out. You might be right. They're actually checking for it. Might have been a second too long. There's JW going down, and that leaves Golden and 100 Thieves. How did they turn this round back in their favor? Golden trying to sneak on through. Lias will execute him. A 5-10 lead here at the end in favor of Fantic, but that is such an important round.
Yeah, they can, but it's going to require a very, very solid CT side, especially if Fantic gets off to an early start. Look at the performance of JW, Golden, and Flusha. They are just destroying everything in their path. That's going to be difficult to overcome. Jacob peering down Banana, and JW ready and waiting just to his left.
Yeah, it's a bit of a standoff. I think Gratisfaction took a look into second mid, and there are a lot of people coming his way. So, I don't know. Action could be anywhere across the map right now.
It's a silent boost up into the window. Maybe to catch him off guard. There's the HE grenade, the peek with it. That certainly would have destroyed Gratisfaction. It might get him anyways. How are you going to fall back? If Brolin holds that angle, Gratisfaction is not getting away.
No, he's not. There's the other fight going Jacob's way, and Gratisfaction will fall. So a quick trade. 4 for 4 now, and they have a flashbang and just one flashbang to set this up if they want to go for it. Crims doesn't need one taking down Azza and Flusher. Is he going to be able to throw it over the building? He's thinking about it right now, and I think, yeah, he's going to try and just toss it into the site. Again, they don't even need the grenades, Fantic. They're just hitting the headshots up through middle. Jacob trying to see if he can get there to help out, but it might be too late. 2 on 4. It will require something off the charts here for 100 Thieves to turn this around and get back into this pistol round. They have a flashbang and a kit on JKS.
I don't think they're going to do it. Jacob's already... Look how far away Jacob is.
Yeah.
There's no way they're actually going for this. He's actually just sitting and pausing and saying, I got the armor. We're going to save everything. JKS as well with the kit. So pistol round goes to Fantic, and that is honestly just like a pretty standard Fantic pistol round. You could see just spread across the map, a few individual fights. They're just kind of waiting for their own fights, calling in some very nice teamwork. The combination of the peek from Brolin with the HE grenade towards Boiler. Small, like micro teamwork like that.
Yeah, I thought it was cool, and I think it's important what you mentioned as well. The silent boost, people might not, think about that as being part of that build-up, but it absolutely is.
Yeah, because I mean, if you are jumping up there and making noise, I mean, first of all, that could just straight up scare someone out of Boiler. It could also prompt them to just like peek in and have an advantage, especially with that CZ that Brolin had. So the silent one, he just didn't expect that player to be that close with the nade. You know, it sucks when you say, oh, I just got dealt a ton of damage by a nade, but the combination of the person peeking that you don't expect is really brutal. 11-5.
So is that jumping block shot from Crims. If you're Azza in that position, you're thinking, all right.
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, what am I supposed to do?
Well, they're probably thinking that right now, down 11-5 with USPs, one flashbang on JKS. They're going to have to use it here. Gratisfaction has already eaten a lot, and certainly it's going to come in any moment. Right now, Flusha, he turns, and they get blind. He has not been affected whatsoever. 3 quick kills, and Golden gets the other 2. It's a Flusha and Golden.
Mac 10 sandwich.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
They got all 5 kills with the Mac 10s, made a ton of money. They could get them gold-plated now and just...
I was going to say a full house.
Yeah, true.
That works too.
That also works.
I like sandwich, though. I can't believe that Flusha is just not even blind by anything.
It's not his thing.
Yeah, it's not really Not really his style, getting blind.
Flashbangs and smoke just don't work against Flusher. Might as well not just don't throw them.
Don't even buy them, waste of money.
Yeah.
Gratisfaction listening for some kind of fast play, waiting for a pop flash from a teammate. That's a nice, fortunate spam. That's one way to get started in this first gun round. Holy hell.
Yeah, trying to maybe speed it up, but that smoke will put an end to it. It's a cool idea. I mean, if they were able to take Arch as a response to Flusher going down, that can work out pretty well. Grenade will chip away at JW. Thought actually it was going to maybe chase him a little bit further down. Ooh, that's an excellent grenade. Jacob needs to play just a little bit careful here because he's alone on B.
Yeah.
Which could be fine, but again, you don't want to commit to the fight. It's just not worth it. He goes down, and that's a problem.
That's an open bomb site. This is a retake now. This is not great. Smoke is going to go up into the choke point. Actually, excuse me, is it? No, they're going to have to battle on the cross, and Oz's got two. JKS chimes in, and yeah, JW responds with a scout, but oh, Lord. That could have been a disaster for 100Thieves, but they just barely averted it.
They did not have a smoke. They had a Molotov, doesn't really accomplish the same goal.
No, they had a smoke. It went to coffins.
Oh, really?
They threw it at coffins. That's a miscall, a misplay, or a miscommunication, but no smoke in the choke point means 100Thieves, they were so far away from being able to have an impact in that round, but just that one missed detail.
Well, here's the other thing, though. Just take a look at this, right? This is how it all gets started. If you didn't have that smoke, which is obviously unfortunate, you have one, whatever you choose, but if you don't throw the smoke to CT spawn, line up the flashbang and fight instead, you know, because what they were doing there was, I mean, they were trying to double peek it, but it was without any flashbangs or anything. It was sort of half, it's like half of them didn't even realize there wasn't going to be a smoke at that point in time.
Well, even a Molotov was thrown towards triple boxes. Could have tried to use the cover of those flames.
Okay, well...
Yeah, I mean, there was some options.
Yeah, but we can't completely let Jacob off the hook either. That's important for that not to happen. There's the double nade to top banana. I was talking about this when Fantic were playing that position on the CT side, and it's 100Thieves instead to experience the pain of having two people standing on top of each other, and that could very easily cost them. Now, to make up for it, they go for the boost, which again, it can be Molotov. We saw that yesterday when now we were playing it, you know, a little bit further forward, I guess, but yeah, you can absolutely Molotov that box as well. In fact, you could land a Molotov that could hit both these players. Brolin has one, so...
There's a lot of HP missing on this 100Thieves team. One smoke on Liaz. That's over in pit. And he's probably got to save that in case he gets mollied out of position.
If you think hard enough, do you think you can telepathically tell Brolin to throw that Molotov? Is it possible?
I don't know. You give it a shot and let me know how it goes.
Okay, I'm doing it right now.
Well, listen, there's not a lot of HP combined on these two defenders, so Ozza's now cheating over, but he's also injured just a little bit, so we'll see how this goes. They should have an opportunity. This time a smoke surely going to go up in the choke point and towards coffins. There's the flashbang as well. Golden with an opening kill, a second one. Golden delivers two frags that gets him into the bomb site. And Oz's position is well known. Crim's gonna flick over. He goes down as well, and 100Thieves forced into a save. Three defenders here, but nobody gets a chance.
They were low on health, and he headshot them anyway. Just didn't even matter. What an entry from Golden. He's just such a fantastic player. 20-6. It's not his individual style, just it's obviously all of the calling that he's brought with him. Why they ever gave him away is just a mystery.
I wonder if he just says that after each and every tournament. He's just your daily reminder that you should have never cut me from this team.
Just from the outside, he seems like he's such a nice guy that he wouldn't, but yeah.
Surely he does it at least once or twice.
If I'm being honest, I'm just glad he's back because it's so cool to see the team play like this. 12-6, actually 13-6, and Golden, 20-6 as a scoreline.
Oh, it's so mental. The criticism for Golden is that, yeah, he might be the in-game leader, he might be the tactician that Swedish Counter-Strike needs, but individually not up to par for the rest of the players. There would be other options that would be better just because he's so individually deficient, but I mean, that you got to start thinking that story is going to fade away very quickly.
Yeah, actually, you just touched on another topic that should be revisited at some point in the future when we have more time. But you know, where are all the Swedish tacticians? How come they don't have more? That's actually a genuine mystery. I can't, because they have lots of up-and-coming talent all over the place. That's not what they're lacking.
Yeah.
They're lacking some of those in-game leaders. Golden is...
We just got to wait for Pronax to come back.
Pronax? Well, he's running Godsend, so don't know.
Just saying, I haven't seen him announce his retirement. Has he done it?
Probably not. Keeping us waiting.
So let's get him back.
Okay, well.
Bring it all back.
Here we go. round number 20, an AK and an M4 on 100 Thieves. They picked this map, and I want to know why. This is where I need the evidence. I need those little tricks, something to prove that there was a logic behind this. Yeah, it could be this right here, but Brolan, he just flicks that Krieg around and takes down Gratisfaction. And remember, these walls are paper thin. If there's a battle up there, Brolan will take down Azure as well. And Lias trying to fight his way out. I don't even know if JW didn't even react in time. Can't get the AK out, turning the corner, but they know where Jacob is, and I think they know where Lias is as well. So 3 on 3, but he's in a lot of trouble right here.
Yeah, he's not getting out of this. Surely him and Golden and Crims are at least going to trade this 1-for-1, and he's the only defender. So if they want to hold on to the safe bomb site, it's got to be a win there, and it's not. Now Crims can actually just post up on Rap side. They still don't realize the site is clear just yet. And it's Jacob to rotate over. Crims is, oh, this is such a hard position to clear out, and that's an easy one for Crims. He just slides right into it. And again, JKS, just a deagle. What are you supposed to do here?
Nothing at all, I think. Maybe try and get this rifle if you can, and then just escape.
Do you think Gratisfaction knows what hit him? Do you think he said, oh, man, they did the quiet boost?
Doubtful. Very doubtful. But the swing was amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
JK's like, how are you getting that timing?
He's like, why? I didn't do anything. He's at least got an AK-47. I don't know if he'll be able to keep it. Flusha, about to turn the corner. He might not consider CT spawn, but he does indeed. It is Flusha after all. And yeah, JKS keeps it in his hands. So 100 Thieves, 6-14. You're down 8 rounds. Fantic's just 2 rounds away from taking this opening map, from taking your map pick. Now is the time to get started. Now is the time to wake up.
I actually think Jacob could have... This is so quick. Really, really fast. I think Jacob could have maybe turned this round for them. He had that angle covered against Crims, was it? Or Flusher, I can't remember. But he was in the library looking over towards Arch.
Yeah.
And Jacob is... He has some of the most ridiculously crisp aim you could imagine. They need that right now. They need him to step it up to that level. Charging through, that's just catching Flusher completely with his pants down. And the follow-up, he actually was standing inside of the Molotov. I think he just wanted to take a shot, and then JKS did the damage with the AK right afterwards. So that's going to make a huge difference. What a start. 5 versus 3. Now, they can't obviously let this go. This is where you want to see the fundamentals come into play for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, and I think we will, because it's not only you have to still win the round, but you need a lot of players to survive. You need to make sure you don't have any economic issues moving forward. It's that whole song and dance. Brolan going to jump over the top of the smoke, and he's going to drop down. I don't think they saw this. I don't think they heard it. They were spraying themselves. Oz is a free kill. Gratisfaction now on the site. He must win this duel. Brolan can actually do a lot to turn this round back in their favor, and he's got another one. Jumping around the corner, it's Jacob to fall. And there's even more information. Brolan knows there's 2 in the site. He knows there was 1 in the pit. He knows there was 1 at the plant boxes.
Yeah, so he's low on health. He's called in Crims instead. He's obviously called out the coordinates for those 2 players and said, you know what, you try and do this. Now, he can set up some flashbangs to make Crims peek if he really wants to. And right now, they're waiting for that smoke to fade in front of Crims, and then I guess they're going to try and see what they could do afterwards. 30 seconds, so not a lot of time. Yeah, just a little bit of a noise out here pushing JKS back. But Gratisfaction and Elias are still over here, and Brolan is actually fully committed to trying to do this fake, and it is a fake. If Crims can win the fight, though, they can absolutely win the round. More Molotovs raining in, and Crims, he wants someone to rotate. He's hoping that someone walks into this crosshair so he can just get an easy fight, and no one is. A little bit of a view there. 10 seconds now. Brolan going down, and this round is absolutely over. Really well played for 100 Thieves. You could have seen them panicking when they, especially when that Molotov goes into B.
Yeah.
They kept their cool.
Calm and collected. But still, that's pretty good damage done by Fnatic. Those 2 kills that Brolan gets right at the end. This one here on Aza, and jumping around this corner, a wild kill to get. Unfortunately, just too much damage, but still, it all counts against 100 Thieves at the moment because their economy is not in any kind of a good position, and some frustration on Jacob's face. JW's got the AWP, and he's got a good spawn. I imagine he's going to post up in Banana. There he is at the logs. He wants to get aggressive, not posted up, and he gets that shot right before he's blind. So we saw frustration on Jacob in the last round. That one's going to be painful as well.
Beautiful return grenade. Can they catch him? The Molotov was nearly on him. Yeah, we need, I mean, if 100 Thieves need Jacob to turn that frustration into something else. Again, he has some unbelievable highlights. They need that.
There's been 21 multi-kill rounds between Golden, JW, and Flusha. That means one of those 3 players has gotten 2+ kills every single round of this game so far. This is round 22. That's a really difficult thing to match in terms of production if you're on the 100 Thieves side. And look at that kill, that 1 kill towards Banana. 100 Thieves has to keep 2 players there, and the defense at the A-bomb site is actually, there's no one in pit. So that's going to be a huge part. If when Fnatic jumps in and gets control of pit, they have a great leg into taking this A-bomb site.
He's going to have to do the best Krieg spray down of all time. He gets the headshot on Broland and blocking out Gratisfaction just there in time, and he can follow it up. The bomb is out there, he sees it, and now he's just trying to buy time for the rest of the cavalry to get here. 38 seconds, dodging that AWP shot, swings wide and takes down JW. Oh! Through the smoke, JW there. Oh, sorry, Crim's almost able to get it. The round is barely saved by JKS.
It's costly.
I can't believe he just shot through the smoke and got that kill. Fnatic have been doing this all game.
Yeah, for no good reason. Old Fnatic is back, 14-8, and I think if you're Fnatic at this point, you just got 4 kills. I think you have to invest something in this round. That one's going to be brutal. It's obviously a 5-on-4 you let slip away, but you still have such a big lead. It's not going to be any kind of stress just yet. But certainly you invest in some armor, some upgraded pistols, a couple deagles on the side of Fnatic. But still, money's so brutal that they can't even really go for utility and armor on all 5 players. So you're going to rely on Golden, you're going to rely on Crims with the deagle to continue keeping economic pressure on 100 Thieves.
But this game suddenly turned really interesting. This can actually be done now for the CT side. They can turn it around. They've got the economic edge now, and if they can just come out of this round without losing too much, they can start to build it. But I still think the more important thing is building some of these players into it. Yeah, they're all more or less, even JKS he's playing his role right now. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. I've still got all my eyes on Jacob. That's all my eyes, both my eyes, Jason.
Both of them?
Only have the 2.
1.5, really.
Not wrong. Jacob, he's got that from us. This is not one of those rounds where we're going to be, again, just don't lose the rifles. That's pretty much it. Don't need highlight clips of any kind. As it does go down, still covering it, and Gratisfaction is there with another crossfire. So again, just don't play for a lot of kills. Just, stay safe and don't get shut down.
Nice wide swing, good angle from Jacob. He does eventually fall with only the 1 kill. The 2 deagles are still on the board, still capable of doing some danger. Good shot from Liaz, and Gratisfaction has to be careful with this peak. He's going to get dropped from the side. 14-9. 100 Thieves closing the gap just a little bit. They only have 1 timeout left. Fnatic haven't used a single one of theirs.
24th round. Going to be coming up right here and now. The pressure is certainly mounting on 100 Thieves. They know if they stumble now, they're not going to probably get up on Inferno, right? That's going to be their own map being swept away from under them. And even in some of these rounds that don't look like Fnatic have that much to work with, they still seem pretty dangerous. See what they got here. Azar and Gratisfaction with some early grenades down towards the bottom of Banana. And no one really taking any damage for it.
I mean, the first half, it was all Golden, JW, and Flusha. Now Crims has joined the party. Crims is up to 17 kills, 17-9. Very good job so far for Fnatic as well. You've got 4 players having a good game on the Swedish side. And still, somehow, I mean, you have to say, too, it's also impressive that 100 Thieves have been able to withstand such a barrage and still remain in this game. There's a couple more rounds and the comeback is truly on. Some nade usage towards brackets, towards top mid. But Fnatic have firm control. But 4 players from 100 Thieves are going to be here. 2 watching Rap side and 2 watching lane.
They have got a very hard defense on this A-bomb side. Jacob and Gratisfaction covering this archway. And that, how do they break that open? The smoke there, I mean, it blocks off Gratisfaction for a bit, but now Jacob is covering it instead. 45 seconds. Fnatic, they want to move on, get into the next map. They take down again through the smoke. It's Crims to drop Gratisfaction. And now Jacob playing by the pillar, but they see him. And Golden, he's almost got him. One more shot will do it inside of the bomb site. It's Azar and Elias, but they're wrapping. They're switching it up in the middle of the push. They go for the B bomb site. And JKS is alone with 30 health. 1 smoke to buy a little bit of time. Now let's see what you've got here, Justin, because this is all on you. 17 seconds. He actually sprays down Golden. The smoke to buy a bit of time, but right behind him, he's getting flanked. Crims is waiting for him. 10 seconds on the clock. The ball making its way up. It's JW carrying it through. JKS just hiding. 6 seconds, and he gets shot in the back. The bomb being planted, and no one there to stop it. Fnatic threading the needle in this round. Now it's a 2-on-3, and Azar trying to come in a bit early. Elias now left alone.
He needs a save. And if you hate to do it. You hate to let Fnatic get to 15, but you have no money. Your teammates have no money. You need to hang on to whatever you can. Oh, that time. JKS played that just about as well as you could, even using his own smoke to delay and search for the bomb planter.
Yeah, I mean...
That's about all he could have done with that kind of HP. You're not stopping everyone. You need that one critical kill.
Could have worked out so well.
I mean, you asked how Fnatic gets through that kind of a defense at the A bomb site. One kill, spam through a smoke. Another one is Golden's challenge in Arch. And then all of a sudden, you've got an impromptu B split. That's actually a brilliant call from the Fnatic offense to switch that into an attack towards B.
It's so smart. And it's, you know, you have to appreciate not just the call, right, but a good call, let's say how good that is, decays the longer you wait.
Yeah.
So you make that call instantly, and it's so crisp.
Well, and also when you get those 2 kills on Rap side, that's the exact information you need, especially when one of them is Jacob. When you see Jacob going down, the knowledge that he is a B player, he is the B rotator, you say, okay, we have 1 B rotator and 1 A defender, so now they still have 2 at A, and the B bomb site can only surely have 1 defender. And that's just the best call, the highest percentage call you can make.
Brolin sneaking up here, 15-9. It is map point for Fnatic. And they're looking to see if they can win this one right here, right now. Not a lot of weaponry on the 100Thieves side. A smoke, and it's a lot of MP9s. They managed to put Flusher low there at top banana. And some grenades to at least mount a defense here in middle. Flashed into a 3-way crossfire is not looking good, as Lias will take down 2 big kills, and JW falls next to the MP9. So Golden and Flusher, and a very winnable round here for the CT side.
Yeah, surprised to see Fnatic challenge that early when they had so much pressure, when they saw the Molotov put out, they saw the flashbangs in the nade. JKS, full blind. Flusher, that's an immediate headshot, and he had to get it. Such low HP. There's the spam from the Krieg. Flusher, one more through smoke. Why not do it? Oz's down low. This is going to be such a difficult retake, and all the bullets, meanwhile, for 100Thieves are missing.
It does not seem fair, does it? It's so close to Azza getting that. Now Lias goes down. Fnatic, surely they can't win this round. Gratisfaction will get a shot on Flusher finally, and that leaves Golden. They smoke him off, but is that actually an advantage? They tag him through, and they'll take him down. Good shots from Gratisfaction. 10 rounds for 100Thieves, and they stay alive here on Inferno. Man, I mean, even the rounds that look like they should be easy, they're just not.
I mean, that peak from CT spawn for Golden is a thing of beauty. The fact that, I mean, he knows as well, he has to be aggressive if they want to have a better chance of winning that, especially with the way that bomb is planted. He had to remain aggressive and look for the next fight. This is a nice stack in middle. As I said, I thought Fnatic would have been able to read, considering the counter flashes and the counter nades that were coming out, that 100Thieves was postured to defend against a mid presence. But no one on 100Thieves really having a good time.
Well,
5 rounds back.
Fnatic Molotov'd under the canopy, right?
Yeah.
And no one was burning from that. But what the guy playing in front of the fire did is he turned around and smoked it off. And if you're Fnatic, you might be thinking, ooh, someone's hiding inside of that smoke. You know, so you could even use that, you know, extinguishing a smoke that actually has no relevance to you in some sense, but that becomes an immediate signal. So I'm wondering if Fnatic had an idea that, you know, there's someone there that we could punish. If we go pretty quickly, maybe we can catch it. Didn't work out that way, and again, 3-way crossfire is huge like that. So, yeah, maybe a little bit of a misplay. And again, that was still a close round in spite of all of that.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be so crushing. 10-15, 100Thieves embarking on a journey here. Need to win 5 rounds in a row to force overtime on this opening map.
Now, if Fnatic is truly back, then this would be one of the rounds that they just win. They've done this so many times in the past. Just closing out rounds and think, well, why was this the one that they happened to pick up?
Yeah, but this ain't the old school force bind. This isn't the Tech 9s. This isn't the CZs, the old CZs. This is going to be difficult. Gratisfaction with the Krieg as well. There's all this smokes. I don't know how Brolin got into pit with nobody realizing it. Oh, but he's got a dink as well. And you might have just called it. If this is the old school Fnatic, they surely have such a huge advantage. And they're going to switch things up. They're going to the B bomb site. JKS has left it all alone. Another kill. And they know where JKS is. Now they can just get in for free.
You're getting the full experience now. 15-10. They're close. JKS wants to fight it, and he goes for a second one. Beautiful headshot to take down Golden. And Krim's now hiding inside. It's a 1 versus 3. He's got the deal, but how do you do this? They have all the grenades to try and get rid of you here. They line up, and he can't hit the shot. JKS will save his team with a quad kill. He is stepping up right now. He's not done with playing Inferno just yet.
He's the only one matching Fnatic. 22-15 on JKS, 73 ADR. That's good for the second best kill count in the server.
I mean,
I cannot believe that he's able to recover that. He falls back from mid to that B-bomb site so quickly. How did no one see Brolin get here? That's a pretty filthy shot.
I think Lias did, and he was like...
He was like, wait. Who's got the balls of steel? 15-11. 100 Thieves now just need 4 rounds.
And 4 rounds, again, some of these rounds, Fnatic are not going to have enough money to make it a really, full investment. So it's closer than it might seem. Deep grenade.
And there's nothing easy from Fnatic at this point. You don't win a single round with ease against them. Golden going to jump right through. A little bit blind, but this is a lot of utility use. That's a late Molotov to force Golden into the open. He's going to have to smoke it off, but he's still in danger. Still risking his life because Jacob wants to hunt him down.
They don't check that smoke just yet. Jacob wants to go forward. This could catch Flusher, and indeed it will. He knows about Golden as well. Jacob, this is a big play. Pistols out, and he gets a double. Taking Banana with a little bit of help from that flashbang on JKS. And now they should have a run at here. On the A-bomb side, they're going to go quick, Fnatic. They know they've lost that B side. Crims takes 1 kill, but Roland goes down in return. And now 4 versus 2. Make it actually 2 versus 3 here. Gratisfaction covering 1 line. The Molotov forcing him back a bit, but up through middle. The B defense has finally shown up and leaves JW in a 1 versus 3, and he can't get it done. Nice shot from Gratisfaction and a nice double from Jacob. That's what they need a lot more out of.
That's actually a really good play from Gratisfaction inside the bomb site with that AWP, not overextending when you're all alone, when you're like the last bastion of defense, and he had to be very mobile, and he had to dodge a lot to stay alive. 15-12 as Fnatic used their first time out. Talking things over and figuring out exactly how they want to close this, how they want to get on to map 2 with a victory here on Inferno. 100 Thieves, though. Money's starting to be pretty decent, starting to build up. They've got all the weapons. There's no deficiencies in their arsenal.
And again, they have been punished so badly throughout this map. 100 Thieves. Eventually, maybe you start to get used to it. Maybe you start to, all right, we know every round is going to be rough. Everyone is on alert all the time. Don't take anything for granted here.
Man, you gotta have to, I mean, this has to be the conversation that Kassad would have with his players at halftime. How poorly they started playing this game, how dominated they were getting, and the fact that they've stuck through it mentally this long, and Jacob's still taking that kind of a risk to make such an incredible play to give his team an advantage. That's impressive stuff. Again, 3-man defense at the B bomb site early. Jacob to take that point. This time, no one is over towards logs. Another round of deagles and upgraded pistols for Fnatic.
Yeah, and they're just edging their way towards that A-bomb side at the moment. They've got 2 smokes and a couple of flashbangs, which again, should not be able to stand up to the firepower there on the 100 Thieves side, but you just never know. Nice shot. Jacob starting to do a little bit more. We still haven't really seen, I think, even 50% of what he could do. It's not every game, but if Jacob has the right kind of game, it's so absurd. And it's, again, I don't think he doesn't have to play over what JKS is doing at the moment, but just get closer, help him out.
Yeah, the impact that Jacob can provide.
Yeah.
They'll have another chance here. Molotov into the face of Fnatic, exactly where they wanted to go. They've still got 4 flashbangs and a smoke, and they definitely want to at least challenge here. 2 players, Jacob and Gratisfaction. Oh, Jacob goes down, completely blind. The flick shot through the smoke doesn't connect, and Crims is going to try and wrap. He knows Gratisfaction is there! What a shot after the leg shot! And JKS, he's got to be the hero again. He's going to be called upon one more time. And he's got 2 different angles to worry about. But oh, that's the bomb. Ozza might have just done it. The transfer over, and it's just Crims. Hey, so much danger again, and just barely 100 Thieves has gotten out of it. Just a narrowly avoiding complete disaster.
If they rotated through Arch instead, Crims was so ready for them. It's only because that last people or that last Banana player there just didn't have his gun out in time. Otherwise, that could have sprung right back in their face once again. They do at least get to save the AWP there on Crims. I guess that's something. 15-13 though.
Last time we saw an AWP on Fnatic on this T side, it was JW who got aggressive towards the B bomb side. He had the spawn.
Yeah,
and he pushed up towards half wall, and he went for a kill. And he got it. We'll see about another one. Ooh, migraine. 15-13.
Find a way to make that headache, into something else. Take it out on them.
Round 29 coming in hot. Molotov deep down mid. 4 Molotovs in Banana in top mid. 3 of them from 100 Thieves.
That's a very deep HE grenade, and it doesn't really do what they were expecting.
You asked me the players to look for. JKS and Jacob is what I said, and also added in Azza, but mostly Jacob and JKS.
Yeah.
They're 11-4 in opening duels. 11 wins, 4 losses between the two of them.
All right. Well, I'm guessing that's JKS with a lot of it. I have to...
Certainly a lot of it with the T side. Jacob might have gained a lot of his opening kills here on the CT side. He's been really proactive. There's been a lot of emphasis on Banana for him. Now, one kill that Fnatic's been able to find a decent amount of success with, that's not an easy one to get, is this kill onto Liaz in pit. They've been able to pick him off with these Kriegs 2 or 3 times when they've attacked this part of the map, and it's mostly been Brolin who's challenging.
The fact that he could even get here and just peek in like this is very, very dangerous to that A-side defense. You've got to be very worried about that. There should be something there to punish him or something to make it harder to do that. 40 seconds. Flusher. He started to make a bit of noise over in Banana. He's sneaking in and see if he could drag anyone back. If he could make Jacob rotate as they wrap around this arch, they might go for another B split. Let's just see how this works out.
Azza's got a Molotov in the site. He can hold that for when any set piece comes in. 22 seconds.
And they're going to go for it now. Smoking off the AWP. It doesn't connect with the first shot, not the second one either. Liaz, though, doing a lot, and he's still alive in the pit as the inside of the bomb site. 10 seconds left. Oh, this might go the full distance. They're trying to break through now, Fnatic, but I don't think they've left enough time. 8 seconds left, and Liaz just spraying through the smoke. 4 seconds. I don't think they have that bomb plant. The round they left, not enough time in it. And they're going to lose everything here, so... It
was the Molotov. I just mentioned it before that set piece began. Azza tosses that Molotov towards small pit, covers the entire choke point. Fnatic could not cross. They didn't have the HP, and you certainly can't cross fighting in library and fighting towards pit and fighting towards site. That's way too much chaos to break through, even for Fnatic. Crims hit some nice shots down at the stretch, down the end of this round. They obviously double up for him there, but that's at the cost of not being able to plant the bomb. He had to get off it because he just wasn't safe. And this is the whole map. 100 Thieves have battled all the way back. It's an 8-1 run, and 5 in a row for the moment.
Quite the comeback they're working on, but now it's time to complete it and get it into overtime. What a quarterfinals we have already here in Katowice, and they're going to go back to it again. They feel like that arch is maybe a bit weak. They're running up close with those rifles, and as he is forced into the fight, there's 4 people waiting. I can't believe he even got a kill, and JKS takes one more, another headshot, taking down Brolin, and that's Golden and Flusher now. Certainly confused, certainly shocked. They thought they'd found the weakness, but JKS showed up, and he will get it into overtime. Justin Savage ends regulation on 27 kills and saves his team. There's no other way to put it.
He's done everything. He's caught fire at the end of this. He's going to break 30 before overtime is done with. 15-15. What a comeback from 100 Thieves. It seemed so unlikely. 9-1 run to close out regulation. That is mental.
Amazing scenes here in Katowice. This is what we love. It's why we love this arena, and it's the reason why Inferno should always be the map in any playoffs.
Just play it 3 times.
Just play it 3 times. Just keep going at this rate. But now Fnatic have money, which is something they've been lacking sorely when they were playing on this T side for a lot of it.
I think it would be interesting to analyze that T side, in some content after the event. But Fnatic had a huge emphasis down the stretch of attacking that wrap side of Inferno, and I wonder if they're going to switch things up here in overtime, because it almost feels like they have to. 100 Thieves was having 2 players on wrap side.
Yes.
They were having 2 players still, in the pit, in the bomb site. That's so many obstacles to get through, and Fnatic kept trying to just bash their head against the wall.
Here's something else. Remember that round where Brolin takes that deep peek in towards the pit?
Yeah.
If you think they are heavy on wrap side and you say, okay, fine, you go do that, we'll just smoke off that side and then crush the quad side instead, you can definitely get in there. I mean, they've already seen a little bit. All of those things is what basically you have to compile if you're the in-game leader and sort of run through all the rounds and say, where's the weakness? Where can I exploit this? Such a tough job. Flusher takes an HE to the chest, and he will go down. Jacob with the USP.
The biggest problem wasn't the damage that Nate did, it was the fact that it stopped his jump. He wanted to come through that smoke. He's going to be frustrated with the timing on that one. So a little bit of luck goes the way of 100 Thieves, but another opening kill for Jacob.
And a grenade lands in the middle on Golden, down to 33. Brolin again, trying to see if we could take that peek. No one hiding there, but good check.
Who's going to deliver? Golden has been stunning. Krims has overtaken the Fnatic scoreboard. He's at 26 kills, leading the way.
Back to B. Back to JKS, whom they've not been able to take down very many times. Let's see if this is going to be one of them. A jump. And he actually goes to challenge. This seems hugely risky. Definitely don't do it. He has a smoke and a Molotov. That smoke is already going to be buying a lot of time. If he puts, Molotov on the other side, they can't come through now. They are going to have to wait a little bit here, and the backup is being called for. There's about to be 3 people on the bomb site defending JKS. All he has to do is live for a second. He actually shoots his teammate in the foot, but I don't think it matters. 24 seconds. Bomb plant, but the boost. They spot it. They actually don't get the kill. JW able to save it, taking down Jacob. That should have been the round right then and there.
Banana, the flank on Banana. That's going to be a huge kill. Krims is going to have to give up this angle at a certain point. There's the smoke, but JW cannot properly protect him from this angle. Krims is just hoping that he can get that one fight, and he's got it. He's found it. JW now, he sees the shadow. There's the no-scope, and I think they're going to do it. JW over the top. 16-5, and they break a huge streak from 100 Thieves.
And might be wondering, where was this round when we actually could have won it in regulation? But I guess they'll take it anyway. What an unlikely round to be winning. They did nearly everything right. 100 Thieves, again, JKS, the falling back, the smoke, the Molotov, all of that is looking so good. What a victory in this round for Fnatic. And
they just look so casual when they win a round like that. They had no business in that. The spotting, JW getting the kill on the boost. Oh, it all worked out so well. Gratisfaction. Oh, this is beautiful. Jacob, he's pushing down the cover of the Molotovs, and he wants more. Again, on this defensive side, Jacob has been phenomenal in Banana.
Oh, that's going to dink him. He'll hear that and spam through. That little audio cue is enough. A 3rd kill for Jacob. And again, they could just fall back. They've got 4 people here with the bomb, so I guess they're just going to keep... I'm always worried when people do this, all stack up in Banana. I understand the bomb is there, but sometimes, you know, don't want to get too aggressive about defending the bomb necessarily.
Well, I guess the logic of it is, you know, that it happens so early. The other side of the coin is if you don't get aggressive, then you just get stuck. Look how many smokes are still in the hands of 100 Thieves. Look how many Molotovs. You just want to sit behind, you know, 45 seconds of smokes and...
Yeah. They actually have enough grenades to last the round pretty much.
They can stall it out entirely.
As they're not even worried about the Molotovs. Finding him. 40 seconds, and with the money, they might as well go for it, Fnatic. There's no point not.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're definitely going to go for this. That's a nice little find. Fnatic getting kills through smokes. It's becoming a very frequent occurrence.
It was already a meme.
Now it's just the world we live in. JW, that's not going to pan out. Krieg, he does his own mission. 16-16, all tied up.
Kassad relieved that they're able to get that round. Nice job from Jacob ultimately. 20 kills on him. Still 8 behind JKS. But again, this is the sort of stuff that I think they were lacking earlier on. You saw the frustration on him. You saw the headache that was building. Again, mechanically world-class player, I would say. Looking for the run boost down the middle. Gratisfaction not going to find any challenges, but that's still pretty cool. The Molotov burning on top of JW. He's committed to the fight. Oh! He actually finds him. That took almost all of his health. How do you stay composed like that?
Nothing phases JW. That's the similar pick he got earlier in regulation on this T side with the AWP. Another 5-on-4 for Fnatic, and this surely, when you're at overtime, this has to be a round you win. Golden takes good nade damage, down to 42 health. This time, 100 Thieves, 2 players at B, 2 players at A. They're splitting the defense. They've got 3 Molotovs and 1 more smoke to utilize.
I think especially at the A-bomb site.
That's got to be a fake.
Yeah, I think it is. Golden making some noise, shooting the rifle through, but Gratisfaction, a huge pickup on Broland. Again, that double defense at the A-bomb site is so weak. If any one of them go down, well, then you're going to get completely wrapped. So, critical kill coming out there from Gratisfaction. And now, Lias in the pit. He's going to fall back already. He knows they're coming, and he'll smoke it off. He's preparing for that smoke, for that Molotov to actually rain down. It does reveal his position, but now there's 40 seconds. He walks into the HE grenade. Gratisfaction still inside of the bomb site with 35 seconds left. There is a flank coming in. A missed opportunity now. He's going to get one more chance. Dropping JW. He stands up. Can he find the third kill? No. They'll be too close for it. And JKS gets shot in the face. It's Golden to close the round. And 17-16 favor in Fantic here. The magic number that we're looking for is 19 rounds. But that's a close round. That's more or less a killer pot, I think.
Crims is our first player at 30.
Yeah, it kind of snuck up on us, didn't it?
Yeah, it really did. He was not one of the people that we kind of talked about in that first half. It was the trio of JW, Golden, and Flusha, but Crims is just been trucking along, slow and steady. 17-16, Fantic need 2 to take this map. And how crushing would that be if you're 100 Thieves? You fought all the way back. 9-1 run to get here into overtime. JW matters in his own hand, and he's got Gratisfaction. He's got an opening kill in towards ultimate. A big risk, but it pays off.
A shot that's very, very hard to hit.
He's keeping it up in overtime as well. We saw that kind of aggression in the first half. It's back.
Wow. That grenade went deep in the hallways. Jacob gets put down to 36. So what's the plan now for 100 Thieves? There really aren't a lot of openings right now. They haven't forced that many grenades out. Golden is over on the one side with Flusher also over at B. It could have been the end of Azza.
A little bit of extra damage onto Jacob, and yeah, 52 seconds on the clock. I'm not sure what 100 Thieves that their plan is going to be down the stretch. Azza's rotating back with the bomb. They might just say 4 versus 5, let's go B. 2 smokes and a Molotov.
I mean, it's a classic.
Yeah, I mean, part of the reason why it is so popular for teams to just do this is because you don't need a whole lot of utility to make it work.
But now look at Flusher setting up with that flashbang. Golden, I'm guessing, yeah, he's going to be close to swing.
He's here early enough, though, that Flusher needs to actually get to the site. It's JW with the 2 flashbangs who can really help.
Yeah. Now they're coming for it. 24 seconds. Flusher, as they're setting up, and Golden with a headshot. The defense is looking perfect at the moment. 16 seconds, and absolutely no way to win the round here. Jacob is going to get shot in the back, and 18 rounds now on Fantic. 1 away from winning it. Again, they've been at map point for quite a while.
Do they have it in them again? 100 Thieves. Can they win 2 in a row to force double overtime? They had to win so much to get to the first overtime.
The problem is because Fantic have such a good economy in
Look at
the
that. Wait, hold the phone. 780 utility damage in this map for Flusha.
No way.
What a freak. Listen, he's someone since we started tracking nade damage. Flusha's always been at the top, but that is obscene. That's almost 8 kills with just nades.
I actually have such a hard time believing that.
We have to know the record. We've got to find that out.
Someone will get right on that. But yeah, you can't even... It's very hard to rush something like Banana if you wanted to change the pace of the game, because you know they're going to have all that utility. So they do fall back eventually, Fantic, after put a little bit of pressure on it.
Look, that's all the utility that Golden and Flusha had. Golden's got 1 smoke. They used both flashes. They used their Molotovs. They used their HEs. So over a minute. And they're going to have to be comfortable taking a fight. I think that might be why Flusha's calling for a boost. He just says we're going to need some kind of an advantage. But I think if anyone, you put Flusha up there with lack of nades.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted the chicken to boost him for just a second. Are they just going to double? I mean, you can play this as a trick, right?
Yes.
So, you know, if Golden gets picked off...
Well, and if there's a Molotov thrown there, Golden drops the smoke, and then Flusha just gets to hide in that.
Yeah, and Golden drops the smoke and fights.
Yes.
You don't want to stay here, you want to fight so that they actually say, all right, that was the guy, he was forced out, now, you know, let's check for the rest. JW smoked off that angle, but that's just what they want to set up this B hit, right? You don't want anyone having any information in the middle. We've gone through that already now. 18-16. They're going to need to stay alive. They're going to need to win this round 100 Thieves. Everybody here at the bomb site, and they're going to have Molotovs. So, yeah, this trick is everything. Let's see. I'm guessing it will be Molotov. Yeah, this setting. JKS is going to throw that Molotov. So let's just see. Golden immediately Molotoving it, and then he comes through, goes for the fight. It's all going according to plan right now. 14 seconds on the clock on Flusha. He's counting it. He's still hiding back there. That's 1 kill. That's the bombs to Flusha! An absolutely genius move. They finally take him, but that is too late. They brought the fight onto Fnatic's playground, and they took all of their toys and sent them packing in overtime, 19-16.